I tried recording. This is my third time trying to record this because I keep forgetting my mic. There's something that ends up going wrong. Okay. So in today's video, I'm gonna try to show you guys what's the best, or I'm not gonna try to show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what's the best setup to run in Cold War's snipers only mode. The mosh pit. So I'm sorry if I get confusing. I just woke up. I'm all over the place right now. I'm not ready for this. Alright, first off, you're going to want to run Lawbreaker. Lawbreaker allows you to have two primary weapons. So you can run, it's basically it's the new name for Overkill. Or it was called Overkill? So it was called something like that. I don't remember back from BO2, BO3, all the original games. They called it something else. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I believe it's Overkill. So I'm gonna recommend you get Lawbreaker. When you use Lawbreaker, equip both snipers, because you're not allowed to use any other gun than the snipers. I don't know if you're allowed to use a knife or not. I don't bother trying it. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to want to run the Tundra and the Pellington. The reason why is because the M82, aka the Barrett, is not at all worth it. The thing is slow, it's inaccurate, it has poor range, it has slow mobility. Sure, it has high damage, but I'm telling you, does as much damage as these two if you end up getting your shot above the waist. If you shoot somebody in the foot, then I guess the M8 said no. The Barrett, because I've used it one game, and even if I shot somebody in the toe with the Barrett, it did the same amount of damage as the Tundra. Okay, so you're gonna run these two. Don't run the Barrett unless you want to struggle and have poor time playing this game mode. Starting off with the Tundra. The Tundra, you're going to want to run the regular scope. Don't bother running any other optic because it's going to take up a space, and you're just better off running the scope. You're going to run, for muzzle, you're going to run the stabilizer .308. The reason why you're going to run this is because it helps you with your idle sway control. So while you're sitting there trying to get the quick scopes, or you're trying to get, if you're hard scoping multiple enemies, it helps you a lot more because you don't have to rely on holding your breath and then you run out of breath and then your shots are everywhere. This helps you be a lot more accurate and a lot more stable with your shots. For the barrel for the Tundra, you're going to want to run the 28.2 extended. The reason why is for bullet velocity, because a lot of these maps are big maps. Like Miami and etc. Like they're all pretty decent sized cross maps. So with the Tundra, you're gonna be able to have higher firepower for a longer distance. So if you're in your spawn, they're in their spawn, you shoot a cross map shot, and if you get a chest shot, you're most likely to still be a one hit. Instead, if you don't run this barrel, you're most likely to get a hit marker instead of getting the kill. It's going to end up taking 2 or 3 shots. By the time you load it back in, you're probably going to end up dead. And it also helps your shots hitting in faster. It's just a lot. It's a lot better. It's easier for you to run the extended barrel because it just helps you with cross map shots and long distance. I use the steady aim laser because it helps you with your hip fire accuracy, and it makes your crosshairs smaller, so it makes your no scopes a lot easier when you have to panic and you have to use the quick scope or you have to use the no scope because you can't quick scope or aim in time in order to get the kill. You just panic, you hit the trigger right away. You'll have a higher chance of hitting your kills with the no scope. When it comes to the underbarrel, I recommend running the front grip, just because the front grips, the Tundra has a lot of recoil when you shoot your shots. Your gun will shoot straight up if you don't have this, and it would end up messing up the rest of your shots. So this really helps you with multiple targets. So if you do get one kill, you don't instantly have to rely on your breath to replenish, so you can hold your breath to get the next kill, because you'll probably be dead by then. It takes a while for it to restart, for your character to get his breath together. The front grip also really helps with idle sway. It doesn't say it, but it does. It makes your idle sway smaller, so again, by hitting multiple targets, it makes it a lot easier. Magazine, I don't recommend running any other magazine than the standard one, because the second round, you're going to get 2 extra shots that you're probably going to have a high chance of missing if you can't hit the first 5. The fast mag, it gives you reload quickness, but it takes another one of your slots, and it slows you down. The speed tape, because, oh, never mind, let me go back to the magazines. Because another reason is for the magazine not to run anyone, because you're running 2 sniper rifles. Each one of them got 5 shots. So you had 10 shots. If you hit all 10 shots, you could take a minute, go back, and reload both guns. It doesn't take long to reload these two. If you miss all 10 shots, you're probably dead by then, and it doesn't matter. You don't need the extra 2, or the instead of having 10, you end up having 14. It's just a lot easier to run the regular mag. I learned my lesson about the speed tape. You want to use it because it helps you so much more than any other scope or any other tape or anything like that, because you have aim down sight time, which means is while you're aiming down the scope, if you have an opponent that's hard scoping, if he ends up messing up and he ends up missing his shot, you have a high advantage here to hurry up, aim down your shot, and get that kill. Other than that, it's still also pretty good for situations where you just run into an opponent. You can aim in a lot faster than they can if they're not running speed tape. It makes it a lot easier for you to just get your kills and aim down sights faster. It makes the quick scopes easier. It makes the multiple kills easier. It just helps you so much more. The speed tape is the biggest thing you're going to want to run in this game, in this mode. What? Okay, so now moving on to the Tundra. Tundra, same thing, regular scope. Same thing with the muzzle. The stabilizer 308 helps idle sway, blah blah blah. No barrel, because the barrel is pretty good on this one, and you're going to really be using the Tundra more for close range than the Tundra, or you're going to be using the Peloton more for long or close range than the Tundra. The Tundra is going to be more for long range. No lasers, no nothing, because it just takes up a slot. It's going to be useless. You're going to want to run Infiltrator Grip, because it helps with your movement speed, your shooting move speed, and your aim walking speed. It helps you easier while you're aiming down sights to strafe. It makes you a harder target to hit while you're aiming down sights. It makes it a lot easier for your targets, it makes it a lot easier for you to hit your shots, because your targets can't move as fast as you while you're aiming down sights. That's what I recommend. As you see in the build up right here at the bottom, my speed is high. It's almost as high as my firepower. Same thing with the accuracy and ammo. None of my things go down. They're all positive. So I recommend running everything I use. It's a lot easier. For this one, you're going to want to change the magazine, because this makes it a lot easier for the Pellington. Like I said, you can use the speed mags, whatever, but that 7 round speed mag slows down your aim down sight time, which causes a lot. You get 2 extra bullets for nothing. Nothing's going to benefit you in the end, because like I said, you can't hit those first 5 shots. Those 2 aren't going to do anything for you. The fast loader makes it faster for the Pellington to reload, because you have to put in every bullet at one time. The Tundra is a magazine. This one, you're going to put in, it's a built-in clip, so you're going to end up putting in 1 bullet at a time. You hold 5 bullets. It's just a lot easier to run the fast loader. It makes it a lot better on you. It makes it a lot easier for you. Speed tape, same reason. Quick scope kills, same thing as the Tundra. For this one, again, sprint of fire time, because this is what you're going to be using more for close range. So while you're sprinting, it's going to make it a lot easier on you in order to hit the no scopes and just if you need to hurry up, do a quick scope or whatever. It just makes you a lot easier for you to aim down sights while you were sprinting. Moving on, tacticals and lethals do not matter. You can't use them in the game mode. Field upgrade. You can run anything, but I recommend running the gas mine. It makes it a lot easier for you and your team, especially on game modes like domination. The gas mine can stop your enemies from securing an objective. It can also make it. You can also stick here. You can block off points from them infiltrating. It's just the gas mines are. I recommend 10 out of 10. They're the best thing to run for field upgrades. Speaking of the gas mines, for perk number 1, you're gonna want to run tactical mask. The reason why I say tactical mask is because it makes you immune to gas. The flashbangs and stuns do not matter because they can't use those in the snipers only mode. The gas mines could kill you, so it's just a lot easier to use these than anything else. I mean, the engineer and the flat jacket, they're all pretty good, but I would say the tactical mask is the best to run because it helps you out so much more. Moving on to perk number 2. Perk number 2, I recommend scavenger. Even though you're running 2 sniper rifles, you still might find a hard time to get ammo, and since your guns can only carry so much ammo, scavenger's the best because you can just pick off ammo off any dead body. Once you get a kill, you run over the dead body, you get ammo, get more kills. If you don't want to run scavenger and you think you can make it, I would recommend using tracker. Anything other than that is pretty useless. Perk number 3. My opinion, gung ho is the best because it makes your fire what you use your guns while sprinting. You move at full speed while reloading. It doesn't make you a sitting duck. You can switch weapons faster. You take less damage from falling. That doesn't really matter about the falling part, but you can fire more accurately while sliding. This is going to help you in the long run. If you don't want to run gung ho, I recommend cold blooded because a lot of people, when they use their score streaks, they use sentry turrets. When you use sentry turrets, it's just a lot easier. You won't get shot at them, and since you can't use explosives, they're not as easy to destroy unless you go up behind them and melee them. That's the only good way they're easily destroyed. Other than that, you already got the wild cards. It's just everything's easier to run. I'm sorry. The Tundra and the Pellington, those are gonna help you out in the long run. Now moving on to score streaks. In this game mode, you can use score streaks. I usually run the sentry gun, the napalm strike, and the artillery, because artillery and napalm strikes will help you in domination. Other than domination, so will the sentry turret, because that's really all I get is domination. It's a lot easier if you just run these 3. You can't call in care packages. I don't know exactly what score streaks and what score streaks you can't use. I just know you can't use the care package, and I know you can use this. I know you can use the sentry turret, the UAV, the R, whatever. You'll find out when you play what's available and what's not. Other than that, I really don't have anything else for you. That's the setup, and that's the score streaks you should run. It's helped me out so much playing this game mode when I figured it out, because before I was maybe dropping about 12-13 kills a game, which is pretty bad for a domination game. Maybe, no, I'd say about 20, maybe about 18 kills every dom game. But now, since I run this, I've doubled my kills. I either drop about high 30 or low 40. These help you out so much more in this mode because it just makes things a lot easier for you. Also, I just recommend that, or I don't recommend it. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I want to say thank you guys for watching. If you could leave a like, and it would really help, and then share it to your friends to help them make them better at COD. And then if you want to, you check out my YouTube channel. I upload multiple things, multiple games. like Rainbow Six Siege and things like that, where I play with my friends and we just have a good time. I also do stream on Twitch. My Twitch is just my gamer tag, which is just, don't pay attention to my cloud ones. That's not a thing with my gamer tag. My gamer tag is just I am dexterous. It should be the same thing on Twitch. So I usually stream every once in a while. When I don't have anything to record, I'll just stream. And so if you guys want to come by and check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you guys. I hope to see you guys in the snipers only mode using these loadouts, and hopefully we'll have a good fight. Alright, yeah, have a good time.